few people in here. What it do, Gabe? What it do? Yeah. He's gone. He's gone, brother. I was thinking he was coming back. What up, birds? What it do? What it do? Cowboys officially let Mike McCarthy go. Yeah. You know what that means, though, birds, right? That's very likely that Cooper Rush is definitely not coming back. Because my thoughts were is that if Mike McCarthy comes back, that Cooper Rush is probably coming back with him. But now that he's not coming back, the odds that Cooper Rush comes back are very slim. So I am very excited that Mike McCarthy is officially no longer a Cowboy. What will this change for the Cowboys? I'm not sure. I'm not going to say that it's going to change a whole lot because in the grand scheme of things, when you have an owner / GM that likes to meddle in football operations, it really doesn't matter who the coach is. I'm just hoping that at some point Jerry Jones sees that this ain't going to work. And this is going to do one of two things. He's either going to go revert back into prove-it mode, like homeboy Let's Talk Cowboys was saying on his channel, or it's going to make him actually release a little bit and realize that he needs to do more in the free agency, that he needs to not just rely heavily on the draft, because that's not where it's going to put us in position. We need to have free agent players and acquisitions for the team for us to be able to compete properly, to help guide these young talented players coming out of college. You can't just expect these players to come out of college and be NFL ready out the gate without any type of veteran leadership. So it's crazy. No. What up, The Given? What up, Rush? What up, Birds? DD, what it do? Yeah, this is just me coming on to talk about the Mike McCarthy missing. That he's actually gone. The excitement is here. I wanted this last year at the end of the Green Bay game. I was calling for it. I wanted him to go with Dan Quinn. Get out of here. Be out of here. And who knows what this may mean. He may go over to the Bears, and he may have more success as the Bears. The Bears may give him more free reign to do things and run things how he wants to run things as a football coach instead of meddling in the business. So he may go somewhere else, and he may actually do fairly good with the young quarterback like Caleb Williams. Who knows? I'm just excited he's not here. So now the question is going to raise is, who is this going to bring in as a Cowboys coach? Who are they going to bring in? That's going to be the next question. You hear these talks going around about Jason Witten. Please do not bring Jason Witten in here. That is Jerry Jones. If you're thinking Jason Witten is the next Dan Campbell because Dan Campbell was Jason Witten's backup, no. The mentality that Dan Campbell brings to his team and his organization is not going to be the same mentality that Jason Witten brings. Jason Witten needs more experience where he's at in coaching. Let him do better in high school football because, as I understand, Jason Witten is not thriving as a high school college or a high school coach. They're actually not doing that great. So why would we want to bring him in hopes that he's going to be the next Dan Campbell? I don't think that's a proper way to go. The other thing that's kind of scary is people are talking about, like, does this mean that at the end of the season that Kellen Moore now comes back to the Cowboys as a head coach? That I'm not really excited about either. It's just funny, though, because as Cowboy Nation, we literally were chanting, run the ball. We had hats and everything made. Run the damn ball with Kellen Moore. And they wouldn't do it because us as a fan base, as Cowboys, couldn't come together. We were too busy arguing and bickering with each other to be able to come together and actually change something in the culture of the Cowboys. Whereas Philly and them, they changed it. He literally went from a non-running offensive coordinator to a running coordinator, and they are running the ball very well over there. Now, granted, they have a great O-line. Granted, they have a great running back and a quarterback that can move as well. So the opportunities are different. But it's crazy how it's going to go. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in. What up, James? What up, Carnage? Mike, what's good? Elizabeth, what's good with you? What's going on, brother? How are you? Witten ain't here. He's out somewhere. I don't know where. He's out in the neighborhood somewhere. I don't know if he's back there playing with them, but yeah, he's out somewhere. I'm about positive he hasn't came back in. Witten! Yeah, he's out somewhere. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, guys. What up, JDA5 fan? What's good with you? What's good with you? Welcome all in, everybody. Welcome in. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come in. Yeah, we're just doing a quick live here right now to talk about the release of Mike McCarthy from the Cowboys and how excited that makes me feel. Man. We lost to Green Bay. They should have let go of him along with the other coaches that were gone. I would love to see Al Harris promoted as a head coach for the Cowboys. He's a defensive back guy for our team. He's been an assistant coach for the Kansas City Chiefs before. He's a very, very qualified coordinator, and he could easily step into a head coaching role. Now, will Jerry Jones and them actually bring that to light and make that something? Mike Zimmer is an option, but I'm not sure that Mike Zimmer's even going to be here. Now that Mike McCarthy's gone, I really want whoever they bring in as a head coach, I don't want them to force Mike Zimmer on them. I would like him to be able to bring in the team of coaches that he wants to have for his coordinators. Now, that also may get rid of Al Harris, which that I do not like. I like Al Harris on the team. What he does for our DBs is nothing short of phenomenal. So it's great. Saban, I hear you. Didn't he already come up to the NFL once, though? I thought he tried the NFL one time. No, that was, who was that? That was, the other guy that was Ohio State's head coach, I believe. What's good, Muhammad? What's good, Shao? You want Saban? Tell new of speaking words of dissent and wicked lies. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. What up, Huggy? What's good with you, Russian? What's good with you? Me and my mom need to get a new phone screen protector because it looks like ass. I'm sorry about that, bro. Hey, is the static all there on this live? If so, I'm sorry. I could throw my headset in real quick to get rid of it, but I hadn't thought about that. I kind of got home from work after hearing the news about Mike McCarthy's release and just kind of jumped on aimlessly. I don't have anything planned or anything prepped right now. We do have a live later tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. So we will be live for the football game and for WWE later. But I just wanted to get on here and kind of put my sense in on these Mike McCarthy release. Yes, sir, Muhammad. I will be back on live at 8 o'clock tonight. Yes, sir. Mr. Beast, what up? What up? What up, Caribou? Exactly. He's not fired, Caribou. His contract ran out, and from my understanding, they couldn't come to an agreement on the length of terms with the contract, so he was allowed to go. But his contract did run out, so technically he wasn't fired, but we let him go. After telling the Bears that we weren't going to let him interview him, we now are going to let everybody interview him because he's now a free agent as a head coach. I think it was just there when you were in your house. So the static is gone. It's literally not here right now. That's crazy. I'll have to watch back the video to see it myself. But that's crazy. My mom loves me. No, I'm sorry about that, Huggy. I don't know how to help you on that situation. But yeah, man, it's just great. I'm happy that he's gone. So what this means for the Cowboys going forward, it still leaves more question marks than answers, unfortunately, because even if he was getting brought back, there were still a ton of questions as far as what we were going to do in this offseason to try and better this team. But now it's a hunt for the free agency and a hunt for coach because they're behind the ball on this. Teams like the New England Patriots, they knew the day the season ended who they wanted as their head coach. And they fired Mayo and hired Vrabel right away. It was literally like bang, bang. What up, Damon? Or Darwin, what's good with you? What up, Thuggy? Anthony. What up, Justin? What's good with you? What's up? Neymar Jr. Maybe. Ronaldo, you're a little off topic with that one. But, yeah, I mean, I'd really like Vic Fangio would be nice. Either the offensive or the defensive coordinator out of Detroit, because unfortunately for Dan Campbell, he's going to be a victim of his own success. They are going to bring in and have people hunting for those coaches that that he has. And I give a lot of props to the defensive coordinator in Detroit because, man, they went down like 17, 18 starters on their defense and are still performing very well. Now, were teams able to put points on them? Yes, but when you lose that many players off your team, especially on one side of the ball, it's hard to perform at a top level. And Detroit somehow still managed to do that. So that defensive coordinator over there should have high praise. I don't know if he'll have as much high praise as Brad Johnson had. But what up, JJ? What's good with you? But, so I mean, because I know Brad Johnson is going to have a lot. But, man, I'm excited because of the possibilities that happen. No, anybody that's going to ask, I do not want Coach Prime. Coach Prime has stated he does not want to coach in the NFL. I don't want to force a coach. I don't want a coach that doesn't want to be a head coach in the NFL, let alone the Dallas Cowboys already have way too much of a show. It's too much focus on the show and less focus on football. And I'm scared that if we did bring Dion in, if he did choose to come, that would just be even more of a show because everything he does is a show. I know I don't want his son as a quarterback. I would rather have his other son as a defensive back. What up, Bo? What's good with you? What up, Colin? What's good? What are your thoughts on Pete Carroll? Pete Carroll's it's a thought. I mean, it's definitely something that deserves a chance to be looked at. I'm not really that high on Pete Carroll as he is a good leader. You know, he's had some great success over there in Seattle, and he's had a year off to kind of regroup and get himself together. And that kind of fits the mold of what Jerry Jones and them look for. They look for these older coaches that have had success in the NFL, even if that success has been dated. But that's also what scares me. I really feel like they're going to bring in somebody or they're going to bring somebody back like Kellen Moore. Or somebody else even mentioned Jason Garrett, the redhead, the clapper. That's terrifying thoughts. Like, I would definitely not want that. We literally fired him just to hire Mike McCarthy, who did nothing short of the same thing. The only thing you could say Mike McCarthy did more than Jason Garrett is he had 3 consecutive 12-win seasons, 3 consecutive seasons in the playoffs, and that to me is just not enough. That he didn't get us to a championship game, which is what the goal was in my mind, at least to a championship game. He sold in the Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly. He definitely did. I agree, Mr. Beast. James Sports, don't be a hater. We American. What up, Roxanne? What it do? What up, Mike Dunn? Mike Ghost. Easy. What's good with all y'all? Welcome. I appreciate all y'all. Make sure y'all tap that like button as you come through. Oh my God, no, those two. They're not good. Yeah, exactly. I don't want them. But there's been a lot of talks about Kellen Moore and how the Cowboys fan base has been wanting a younger coaching guru, and they always thought of Kellen Moore as the young offensive genius, and I don't know. He has matured a lot since being gone for the last 2 years from the Cowboys. He has developed a running game, something that he was completely scared of while he was in Dallas. So, I mean, it's crazy, but we'll have to see how this goes. I may go in here and actually check out a couple of videos. Do I like the Spurs team? The San Antonio Spurs? They're all right. I'm not a huge basketball or NBA person. Really, I like contact sports a lot. The NBA is all right, but I'm more watch the finals and stuff like that. I don't keep up with it. Nick Saban, yeah, that name has been mentioned, but we'll have to see. Today's the first day of Mike McCarthy being gone. So in the days coming, we'll get new news and updates and figure out where we're heading and what direction as far as the coaching carousel goes with Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, do you remember me? About Scatterboo. Yeah, what up, Colin? I like Scatterboo, but to me, I really feel like, all right, so in the draft, all right, now if Mini Micah, as I call him, slips, I want him. If he falls to us in the draft, which I highly doubt he will, I want him. If Genty falls to us in the draft, I would take him. Or if Luther Burden falls to us in the draft, I would take either of them. But we'll have to see how that plays out. I'm going to be getting into my scouting phase a whole lot more now. But you talking about a non-playoff team? Yeah, Bo. This ain't during a football game. This is breaking news-ish on... I'm not breaking news. I'm just bringing the news. But that the Cowboys have fired not fired, but have allowed their head coach to walk without re-signing him to a new deal. My guess is they wanted to sign him to a 1 or a 2 year deal, and he probably wanted more long-term than what he's getting. And they just couldn't come to an agreement. There may have been more to it than that, but as far as we know right now, it was about the length of the contract is why the two couldn't come together. So we'll have to see. Barry Alvarez, I hear you. Watch Jerry Jones hire Tony Romo. Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. I don't think, as I do like Tony, he's a great offensive mind. I just don't think that he has the backbone to really be the disciplinarian that I think our team needs to build a culture. Troy Aikman would be there. I think that he has the backbone. In that 95 season, Barry Switzer was on a retirement plan. I really think that it was more of Troy Aikman in that 95 year that led them to be champions again that year. Now, I will say that he was not happy. Troy Aikman hated that year. He hated being the babysitter of the team. So I don't know as far as head coaching goes. I would bring someone like Darren Woodson in, my favorite player from the Dallas Cowboys, in the past favorite player. What up, Oscar? What to do? Cowboy Star, what to do? No, I don't think he would. And like I said, I also don't think that Romo would have the backbone to be able to be the disciplinarian. I think our team would be super flagged. Like, we get flagged enough as a team, and I just think, I'm honestly, I'm waiting for Jerry Jones to come out and say that he hired Jerry Jones as the head coach. That's the news that I'm so scared of. Like, is he now going to hire himself as the head coach? It's crazy. That's all jokes aside, though. What up, Vito? What's good with you, brother? What up, Officer Cooper? What it do, brother? Pog? What's good with you? Welcome all in, everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in. So what do y'all think about the Mike McCarthy being let go from the Cowboys, or being allowed to walk, essentially? He wasn't really let go as his contract ran out. They got way better hours than a head coach. No, yeah, Cowboy Star. I literally don't think there's a chance that Tony Romo is leaving the ability to be able to go play golf anytime he wants and be able to be with his family and be able to sit in a booth and make millions of dollars. Because we all know that Jerry Jones does not like to pay his coaches, as Mike McCarthy was the second least paid head coach in the NFL. It's crazy because if you look at Sean Payton was like one of the top highest paid coaches in the NFL, and his stats and record are almost identical to Mike McCarthy's, but Mike McCarthy was one of the least paid. I think he made like $4 or $4.5 million a year. It was crazy. But bad, good but bad. I hear you, Vito. I hear you. You're not twitching. You're walking in the cold. Yeah, I'm out in the cold. I'm just walking around the yard. Give you a sub and a like. I appreciate that, Pog Whisperer. Thank you. Yeah, we've grown this channel. it's going to get better and better on this channel as I keep growing, especially once I get the new computer and I'm able to bring better videos to you guys. Until then, I'm kind of stuck doing lives from my phone, but we will be doing lives from a computer and off of an actual platform where I can actually bring in videos and you can watch them with me as we react and talk about what's going on. That'll be when the channel gets so much better. So I'm just hoping that most of y'all stick with me and come with me with the growth of this channel as we continue to grow and get better and better as a football channel or as a sports channel in general. But yes, I definitely appreciate that. You'd like to see Aaron Glenn. Yeah, Aaron Glenn, yeah. He's the defensive coordinator for Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I was saying, that I think that he could be a great coach for us. I really think so. I really think that, I mean, I would love somebody like Brad Johnson, the offensive coordinator. I just feel like he's going to be asking for more money than Jerry Jones is willing to pay. I just have a feeling in my stomach that's telling me that at some point, Kellen Moore is coming back to the Cowboys. And now, to me, this sets up our team so that I don't think that we're going to be contenders next season. Who knows? I could be completely wrong. We'll still have to see how we do in the free agency and in the draft. But I don't think that we become contenders next season. I think that we more come along the lines of come out of next season with a lot of hope for our team going into the 2026 season, because I think that there's going to be a better chance of us as a young team, because most of the older people on the team are going away, that as we develop, I think next year is going to be a trial by error, and we're going to have to just play it out. And I think it's going to end up giving us a lot of hope for as we go into the next following season. What up, Marissa? What to do? Ben Johnson? I do like Ben Johnson. That's what I meant to say, not Brad Johnson. I'm mistaken. My brain's a little scrambled right now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, Aaron Glenn or Ben Johnson, I would be absolutely stoked to have. Joe Brady, I'm not so big on him or Tomlin. I really don't want Tomlin. New coach 15. I agree, Cowboy Star. I am absolutely with you in that aspect of thinking. That's why, I'm seriously, all jokes aside, but, just waiting for the breaking news that comes across the screen. ESPN, Adam Schefter reports, Jerry Jones has now hired a new coach. He hired Jerry Jones as the head coach of the Cowboys. That would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. But I wouldn't put it past him. So, we'll just have to see. But yeah, no, I don't think that the Steelers are letting go of Tomlin as much as a lot of the fan bases that I've heard are really wanting Tomlin to go. But yeah, it's just crazy. I think that now we have a chance to set our team up for a little more success going forward. As long as this doesn't mean that now Jerry Jones is going to have to go back into prove-it mode and think that he's going to do it his way. He really needs to listen to what the fan base and what the players are telling him, because they've been telling him, we need to go into free agency. We need to do this. What, Bubba? What?
White stuff.
Oh, you got little fuzzies on you? Okay.
Yeah, it's white foam.
Okay. What up, Cowboy Factor? You changed your name. Nothing will change until Jerry Jones. Is that you, Carnage? Cowboy Factor. Who's Cowboy Factor? You got me confused. He may as well be. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for the news to come across the channel from ESPN. Adam Schefter reports Jerry Jones signs Jerry Jones as the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. That would be terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. What up, Best? What's going on with you? Yes, sir, Connor. Oh, wrong side. America's team. Yes, sir. Always. Is that you? Who is X Factor? Who is Cowboy X Factor? Who am I missing out on? Or is that someone that just hasn't been in the channel for a while? Nothing will change until Steven and Jerry are gone. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Absolutely agree with that statement. I think that they are the biggest detractors on our team because they want to do it their way. They don't want to listen to how things are being ran, how the NFL has changed, and you can't run a team in the 2025s or 2020s like you did in the 19s, in the 1990s. That would be absolutely horrible. Absolutely, Roxanne. It's crazy, but I just wanted to definitely hop on here. What up, Jeff Lee? Might as well be, because that's what it's like right now. Exactly. And I think that was another thing, because of what I've heard. What? Okay, well, close the door. But what I've heard is what Mike McCarthy was asking for when he came back. I don't know if it's true or not. This came across on the Skywalker Steelers show, and I don't know how factual or not it is, but that Mike McCarthy was actually asking for control over what players were going to be able to start or not, or player injuries, to be able to determine, so that things couldn't happen like Zeke and Dalvin Cook being the starting running backs, while a healthy Rico Dowdle, who happened to be the best running back on our team at the time, is a healthy scratch. Stuff like that. What up, Dylan? What's good with you? Bert, what's good with you? Tickle time? I guess, man. Sometimes it does feel like it. It feels like it's tickle time when you're talking about the Cowboys. What up, West Philly? What's good with you? Cowboys should have fired Mike. I agree. Well, I didn't want them to hire Dan Quinn necessarily, but I was all for it. I wanted them both gone at the end of last year. Last year, once we lost to Green Bay the way we lost to Green Bay, I wanted them both gone. Now, I will get that Jerry Jones wasn't giving Dan Quinn what he was asking for. He wanted Bobby Wagner. He wanted to bring in Bobby Wagner to the Cowboys. The ownership said no, so that never happened. What's good with you, Ashley? Yes, ma'am. Cowboys, to me, are absolutely the best. Yes, yes. What up, Dylan? What's good? What's good, brother? What's good, Bert? Mr. Tickle Time. But yeah, man, it's just been a great day. It's put a smile on my face to come home to the news that Mike McCarthy has been allowed to walk. I agree, Ashley. Eagles do suck. 100%. So yeah, I mean, Aaron Glenn would probably be one of my top picks. Like, I would really wouldn't mind if Al Harris was promoted to become the head coach of the Cowboys. I think if they want to have a player coach or an ex-player come in like Dan Campbell, I think Al Harris, I think Darren Woodson, I think people like that would have an opportunity. Does Darren Woodson want to do that? Probably not. But I would love it. You want a hat? You want a Cowboys hat? I hear you. I don't know if they're going to the Super Bowl next year, but I think next year, what we're going to build this offseason, going into the season, I really feel like it's going to give us hope going forward into the 2026 season. So, we'll have to see. Yeah, bye-bye. I'm closing it. Chill. But yeah, well, that's fine. The door can still be closed. But yeah, it's just crazy. Don't be mean. Double tap that screen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. What up, Trent? What it do? Read your last comment, Roy. What's up? I got pushed again today. Damn, brother. I hate that for you. Man, you're going to have to shove these boys. You're going to have to come in and stand up to them and shove them. And don't take no from an answer. Let these boys know that you ain't playing with them no more. Yes, I do have a dog, Ashley. I'm about to let him in the house right now. He's out here on the porch. Walk, 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 walk. Chill. Come in here until you get yourself cleaned up from walking around out there. Oh, it's getting definitely cold outside today. But yeah, we'll definitely be going live here later tonight. What up, 4Kid? What's good, my brother? What's good with you? We'll definitely be going live later tonight to have the playoff game and WWE on the live stream. I'll probably be making my thumbnail and setting up the scheduled stream here in about another hour or so. so that it's ready for the game. Mello, shut up. Trent, Mello. Trent said hi. What up, Ashley? What up, Russian? Welcome, all of you. We got 2 Ashleys in here tonight. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, it's something to look forward to. I may be, especially as the regular season and the playoffs come closer and closer to an end, I may be doing more of these short form live streams. Just to hop in here. What up, Owen? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. I appreciate you tuning in. So I may be definitely doing more of these short form live streams to be able to get the just keep any type of news and updates, not even necessarily about just the Cowboys. I will definitely be doing all of the Cowboys content that I can to put out for any news that comes across, but I'll definitely probably add in some other NFL teams news that I come across that I want to try to bring to the community to try to help grow and have the community that aren't Cowboy fans also be enlightened as well. What up, Seed? I appreciate you. Love you guys too. But yeah, so that's the greatest news that I've gotten today. I can't wait to find out what the search is going to look like going forward. And like I said, my phone's about to die right now, so I do got to get it on the charger here. What up, DD? You aren't staying on? No, I will be back on live at 8 o'clock, DD. This I was literally just popping on just to... this is just me popping on to... talk a little bit about the letting go of Mike McCarthy. But we will definitely be back on for the playoff game and for WWE at 8 o'clock Eastern time. I just wish my life could be happier. Trent, you're going to get there one day, brother. I promise you, man. Life's going to be worth what you put into it one of these days. No reason to stay in the sorrow, brother. Just remember, every dark cloud has the sunshine that brings through once it's done. What up, JC? What do you do? What do you do? Who do I think will win the Royal Rumble? Probably John Cena. It'd probably be John Cena since he's already announced himself. What up, Dan? Welcome in. Please hire Tomlin away. No, Dan, you don't like Tomlin, do you? You want Tomlin as the head coach, Dan? No, I'm not going to change my phone. I'm literally going to let my phone charge. I got a few things in the house that I got to get done. Mello, stop the whining. You just came in. Damn, boy. What's wrong with you? But yeah, we'll definitely be back on here tonight. Yeah, I got to let it charge so that the live stream tonight stays popping. But yeah, I'm probably gonna... Said please. Yeah, I know he said please, but Tomlin is not who I want. I don't want to have a bunch of 8-9 or 9-8 seasons as Cowboys. I know that those aren't losing seasons, but they're not really winning seasons either. I give Tomlin a little credit. Like, I don't have an issue with Tomlin. I also just don't want him as a head coach. Your friends just keep eating. I hear you, bro. Stop barking. They're just crying for no reason. Alright, there we go. Especially I just told us the other night he was good. Yeah, I mean, you did. But we'll have to see. I'm not necessarily for Tomlin, and I don't think that's who Jerry Jones would bring in. I would really rather hire someone like Al Harris, who I feel deserves the opportunity to try to be a head coach. He was a coach assistant in Kansas City, I think, either the year before or the year after they went to the Super Bowl. But Mello, enough. Even with my yelling, help me. Jimmy Johnson. No, Jimmy Johnson's too old, Trent. That's not happening. And Jimmy Johnson in his 70s and 80s is not the same Jimmy Johnson that we had when he was in his, 40s or whatever it was. I think he's probably in his 60s or 70s right now. Actually, no, I think he's about the same age as Jerry Jones, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is about the same age as Jerry Jones. So yeah, I would really prefer to have a young coach that's kind of been a little bit of proven in the league as a coordinator, that's been phenomenal as a coordinator. Like, I'm not really against Kellen Moore, I just don't like it because we let him go and we know who he is. We know that this year, yes, he has started to run the ball, and he's done good with running the ball this year. I just don't. I'm conflicted on that. I have but something tells me that that's going to be one of the main candidates. Is going to be a Kellen Moore. Yeah, I hear you, Dan. But again, it's still only gonna fix, some of the issues. It's not gonna be a fix, even no matter what coach we hire. We need Jerry Jones to understand that he needs to let the football guys run the football part of the business. He needs to stop meddling. Otherwise, it's just not going to be an opportunity to do any better. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'll bring to you guys again as much updates as I can as I get them. So what up, Froggy? What to do? You're at your game, man. Hopefully you do great, brother. Hopefully you do great. Appreciate that, Bo Nix. But yeah, so we're gonna be hopping off here so I can get my phone charged so that we can get the live stream popping tonight. But yeah, I appreciate all 40 of you that have joined in. Y'all are all amazing. As again, I love my community. I'm just happy today that we don't have no more Mike McCarthy. It's probably a year late and $1 short, but it's finally happened. So I'm happy that it happened. Y'all need Jerry Jones to give the Steelers CeeDee Lamb. Man, that ain't happening. We need to add more pieces to help CeeDee Lamb. Like, I would love to get DK Metcalf, or I would love to get Tyreek Hill as a free agency to go on the opposite side. Man, I literally just closed this garage and he opened it back up. That boy, I tell you. An 8-year-old boy, don't listen. Told him to leave the garage alone. But yeah, I think that Jerry Jones really just needs to stop meddling. I think that's going to be the only way that our team thrives in the playoffs. Because otherwise, as long as the players can see that they can go to Jerry Jones over the coach to get what they want, I don't think nothing will change. Jerry Jones made himself the GM about 30 years ago. They say Will McClay is the GM. Jerry Jones just has the title, but Will McClay makes all the GM decisions. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because if that was the case, just give him the damn position then. And let him run the team how he thinks you would want it to be run, but let him make decisions. Because the problem is you got a GM over in Philadelphia like Howie Roseman, who runs the team and picks up pieces for the team like he could lose his job if he doesn't do a good job. Jerry Jones walks around like his shit don't stink and knows that he can't be fired. He knows there's no consequences. Oh, if I mess up this year and waste these talented players, oh well, what's gonna happen? No, see, he's the only GM in the league that can walk around knowing damn well there's no consequences to the actions that he makes that are bad or bad decisions. That it's just not possible. You make your comments stand out with a super chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Incognito. He disappeared his McMuffins in salt. Dips his McMuffins in salt. I hear you, bro. How much do NFL players make? It varies. It varies, Russian. They can make as little well, it's not as little to me, it's a lot, but they can make $500,000 as the lowest paid, or they can make upwards to $60 million a year. It all depends on your talent, your position, and if you're a backup or a scout team player, or if you're a starter. So that all varies. But yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe, as I'm going to continue to keep trying to bring you as more content. And like I said, this channel is just going to continue to keep growing, getting better each time I go on. The big change is going to be when the computer comes, guys. So hopefully the community sticks with me and stay strong. Once the computer comes and I can use the platform, I think it's called Restream. It's a platform I'll be able to come on. I'll be live. My picture will be down here. It'll be like other content creators that you see on YouTube, where I can add more in. I can display your super chats across the screen. I can have the chat just across the screen. Different thing. I can bring in a video. I can take me out of the screen, play a video, or I can have us both in the screen. It'll be much better. I already have those programs on my current computer. The problem is that computer is old and the software is too slow and it just doesn't keep up with it. So I do have to upgrade my computer. I plan on doing that this upcoming months. So just stick with us as this channel continues to grow. It's only going to get better from here. But yeah, so I'm going to hop off here now, guys. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's came in here, hang out with me while we talk about this Mike McCarthy news that we got. And we'll see you guys at around 8 o'clock, man. Peace, love. Make sure y'all treat everybody right. You never know what anybody's going through. Little Rawls, we out.